But speaking of classic albums, we gotta talk about Dr. Dre, man.
Ooh, well, I'm
Hey, man,
keeping them
this is
creeping and
tonight.
I'm
This is the
creeping.
flavor for the night, man. We're gonna stay on legendary
Ooh,
stuff. The
wee.
Chronic album we all love, grew up on, man. It turns
Yeah.
30, man. Salute to Dre. Salute to everybody that was down with the album, man.
That was a part of it.
Man, that was a part of it, man.
Yeah.
This album, Birth, let's be clear, this is the solo album of Dre, Dr. Dre. First of all, put in the chat what your favorite song is, and if this is a classic album to you. We got to go in, though.
Man.
This debuted that G-Funk rap. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear.
Oh,
everybody loved the cherry stop and let me ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That G-Funk sound, man. The West Coast, everybody, it changed the sound of music. Let's be clear. This launched multiple careers. Snoop, Kurupt, Dash, you know, everybody. It put Death Row on the map. This is probably the reason why also, shout out to DJ Scandalous. This is probably also why Tupac ended up coming there, because this is the album. Let's be clear. A lot of people, Jimmy Iovine betted the bank on this album. And it also changed hip hop forever, in my opinion.
Yes.
Again, the skits, the beats, singing, man, like it just changed. It brought that G-Funk to hip hop. What's your thoughts on this album, Bebo? Just on the 30 year anniversary,
man,
is it a classic album still? Because we knew it came out, it was classic.
Yes,
but
yes,
is it also a top 5 rap album of all time? In the chat, we need to know this too. Power 600, I need to know what's going down, man. Is it a top 5 album up? Period in rap?
It definitely could be thrown up there as a top 5. I would need to kind of sit and, you know, just assess all of the albums that came before that and after, you know what I'm saying, that fits that top tier, top 5 list. But this one, yes, it could definitely be a top 5.
Nuts.
Man, these in you never been on a ride like this before. With a producer who can rap and control the maestro at the same time with the dope rhyme that I kick. You know, and I know I'm on some old funky shit.
Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Man, but man. I mean, my God, man.
R.P. Bushwick.
This, I mean, not only is Dr. Dre the best West Coast producer, arguably, in all of hip hop, but he's arguably the best hip hop producer to ever do it. Period.
Best dude to taste that ASR 10 too.
There you go. Clear. There you go, man. Shout out.
Darren's real quick saying it's widely considered basically the greatest hip hop album of all time.
Absolutely, man. You're talking about like Iceberg cited, Let Me Ride.
Little Ghetto Boy.
Yeah, Little Ghetto Street. The N-word with the gun.
Richard saying classic.
High Powered with RBX. Oh gosh.
Bitches ain't it, but hope.
Yeah. And that track where he just let everybody else rap. Stranded on Death Row. He wasn't rapping on that, but he just let, you know, Bushwick Bill and RBX, and I think Lady of Rage was on there too. Yeah, like you said, B words ain't ish.
Power saying it has to be. If it's not a classic album, what is?
Oh, it's definitely a classic.
Yeah,
definitely a classic.
Well, is it top 5 of all time?
Offhand as a preliminary answer, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, don't ask me to put where that would be, but it's definitely a top 5.
Miss Cleveland.
Oh, not
Miss LB.
So we would like to know your top 5 then, Miss LB.
She put the Koof on tonight, man. 39.57, man. Put the Koof on. She's saying it's not a top 5 great classic hip hop rap album.
But it is a great classic album, she said. Yes.
Okay, it's a classic album. Carmen is in the building.
What's good? What's
going down tonight? What's goody? Get that modem right too, by the way. She's saying this ain't it, and let me ride a G thing all day. You know what I'm saying? All day. That rat-a-tat-tat, but man.
Yeah, rat-a-tat-tat. Yep. The F with Dre Day.
88 Spence is in the building.
Man, 88 Spence.
All day. What's good?
He been getting this bread since 88, baby. You already know he been getting that brethren. since '88, and still spinning that old school dough.
Kenneth saying top 5 all time, no question.
Shout out to Kenneth. Peace.
Shout out to Kenneth, man.
Okay.
Darren saying stranded on death row. Busy ain't shit, of course. Man saying a top 10 of any era all time.
Any era. Ooh. Boy. Ooh.
That's deep. Spit 88 saying top 10,
okay.
not top 5.
All right. Okay. There you go. All right.
Okay, bet. We see you, Carmen. And shout out, hey man, Carmen's over there on our Fresh Out Hip Hop Junkies. Go on Facebook, look up Fresh Out Hip Hop Junkies. That's our private situation. Carmen's holding that down. Salute to Carmen and Salute the Nightmare too. Holding it down.
Shout out to our moderator.
The High Power with RBX.
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, man. This is a classic album again, man. Turn 30. If it's not your play, first of all, let's be clear. It can't get on your playlist unless you download it because it's not available on any streaming apps.
Mm-hmm.
It's not available on any streaming apps. And this is why we talk about this album. Let's be clear. Because you're going to have to buy it.
All right.
But this is an album that you need to buy. Go in and scan it into your iTunes or whatever you got. This is an album that you need to have digitally on your actual device, your phone, whatever you got.
Man, to add to my collection, the selection symbolizes dope, take a toke, but don't choke.
If you do,
you have no clue.
What? It's like that. Man, the first time I ever saw some breast scissors when they did the girls. I was playing volleyball, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I do Marlon
Varnell was good. Saying the Chronic is definitely top 5. Changed the game. It definitely changed the game. Absolutely, Marlon.
He's right, man.
Shout out and let me ask this real quick. So, do you guys think? This goes for you too, Iceberg. Do you guys think that this might be a significant reason as to why Dr. Dre is so hard on himself when it comes to releasing music, or rather not releasing music in a timely fashion as he should, if at all? And I say that because of the weight of this album, The Chronic, being phenomenally classic. Do you guys think that this is a significant, not the only, but a significant reason as to why he's hesitant about ongoing releases from this album?
I think it's a couple things. I think this is 100%. Mm-hmm. I think the other thing too is, this was all hands on deck album. This was everybody in their prime. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Snoop,
it was.
Daz.
Yeah. Lady of Rage,
RBX. Man, this was
Kurupt.
A Death Row album and a new sound. But then also there's this thing, I think Dre had the chip on his shoulder to prove to people that he can do it without Suge, without Pac. I think he's a perfectionist. He's always had some person, whether it was Eazy-E, going back and forth with him, or it was Snoop, or excuse me, it was Suge, it was Pac. He always had somebody that was basically counting him out, man. So to me, again, you gotta salute Dre, the genius that it comes with being where the dude is in his career. But to me, he got to drop that music, man.
He does.
Drop the music, man. Just stop. I mean, this is why we salute Nas again throughout the show. Nas is not holding back. He's emptying the clips, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I think Dre needs somebody young around him, man, to say, just drop the album, man. Drop music, man.
It's funny because Hit Boy, he said on that First King's Disease, or rather, Dr. Dre said on the First King's Disease that and I'm just paraphrasing that Hit Boy is one of his favorite producers. Fine. So it just goes to show, you're right, Iceberg. And shout out to Antoine again, man. You just dropped
again with the double piece.
Man.
Going in.
I gotta split the dough for the double piece. I gotta do one of these.
Hey man,
shout out.
Coming in, show sponsor, man, with the 10-piece, man, 2 times, man.
Okay,
he came with the list. Argue top 10. Gave us the list. Go ahead and do the list, Bebo.
Okay, no doubt, man. Antoine 1486, the sponsor of tonight's show, says that he'd argue top 10. Illmatic by Nas, Paid in Full, Eric B and Rakim. It Takes a Nation of Millions, Public Enemy, The Low End Theory.
Yeah.
The Low End Theory by A Tribe Called Quest, and Death Certificate by Ice Cube bumps it out for him. I'm not mad at that roster. I ain't mad at that roster at all.
We need Devon in the build tonight for this too.
Man.
Antoine 1486, man. This is why you come to this platform. We're going to talk some music. We're going to talk real classic joints. Dude, top 10 is crazy. That's crazy, man. Illmatic, like I said, man.
Yeah.
This album is classic. And the crazy thing, this is one of the only albums that is not on any digital platform. It's crazy.
But I still hear people on street corners and on any side of any neighborhood or suburb or hood or whatever, they still to this day, 2022 and beyond, they still bump this album. They still bump this album. So it just goes to show not only the high quality that this album has, but the longevity that has withstood throughout decades from its release. So there you have it.
Kenneth said he got his copy.
Yeah, yep. There you go.
Z-Man, he said I still had a CD.
Still got the CD. Yep.
88 said Death Certificate is number one. Ooh,
yeah.
Ice Cube.
And he's the second one to mention Death Certificate, which just goes to show the potency of Death Row in producing or generating or stemming, having stemmed just phenomenal artists. At least within that fray of the Dre, Cubes, and Easies and so forth, and all that. So to put, for him, even Cube to go out there and put out a classic and Death Certificate, and Power 600, the day the N-words took over.
Jeez.
Come on now, you already know,
That's
man.
That's an AK.
Yeah, let it all.